We were young souls on the junkyard. Now we are stud minds full of jungles.
All of the staff and coaches have been, very big on preaching that this is more than just playing for a gold medal. It's about the sport, it's about being ambassadors of the game, and our team thankfully has embraced that, and I think it's really enhanced everyone's experience here in Scotland, getting to know the other teams and celebrating with the other teams, and even while we're playing teams that maybe aren't quite as strong as us, to still understand there's a value in us being on the field with them and playing and competing against them, and then celebrating with them afterwards. I remember in tryouts being a bit surprised and very pleased with how even on that very last day of tryouts, still how girls were unselfish and passing the ball versus just going one-on-one. Obviously there are games where you can score a lot of goals, and it is human nature to all of a sudden start feeling like, geez, everyone scored but me. That's something, that is hard to fight against, especially when you have girls on this team that are truly competitive and they want to be the best. We've constantly said that we're going to be a much harder team to defend if we can feed and pass the ball. I mean, our goal in every single game is to have more than 50% of our goals be assisted, and we've accomplished that, I think, in pretty much every one of our games. The day that we played England, which obviously is heightened stress because it now matters, it's the semifinals. Even though we beat them by a fair number of goals the first time, I still felt our team was still very anxious about the game, and we made some adjustments to our defense and practice, and the girls really struggled with it. And thankfully that's when we brought the team in, and Sam and some other players were able to get the team calmed down. In the game, they did exactly what we wanted them to do, and if you saw the game against England and the first few defensive stands we had, they were awesome. I mean, we created turnovers on the end line, which is exactly what we were working on behind the goal, double teaming back there in a certain way, and they did it textbook. So for me as a coach, to see them struggle even just a few hours before, it's not ideal to put something in on game day, but here in this tournament we have to. And they struggled with it, and then they went out there and they performed and did it in a stressful situation and did it beautifully. I think we have a great balance of players who take what they do very seriously, focused on being the best and winning a championship, but yet they certainly know how to have fun and enjoy one another's company. And when we chose this team, we had conversations about personalities. I mean, there were players that didn't make this team that were amazing lacrosse players, and there's players in this team that were chosen partly because we thought they were going to bring either a leadership or a personality to the team that we thought would make a difference, because we know, again, this is more than just about what you do on the field. You have to feel connected to one another, you have to feel like you're playing for each other, and you have to enjoy one another's company. What I've really come to enjoy is what the team brings and how much fun they can be when they're not playing lacrosse. I always feel like the best teams are those that can find a way to create that balance of having fun and enjoying one another, and then being serious and being ready to go when they need to be ready to go. And that's the gift of this trip, that we've been together almost 2.5 weeks by the time it's done. I just feel like there's something very special about this group of girls, and I even though I felt that way from the beginning, and every time I've been with them, I've walked away kind of being like, gosh, this is a great group, and I feel like right now, I know this is going to be one of the most memorable teams that I've ever coached, and I would assume that they're one of the best and most talented as well. For all of us who have been involved with this team, it has been an incredibly long journey. It's been over a year, and I think for all of us, coaches and players alike, it's been a journey that has been very challenging and trying at times, and that has also been amazing and rewarding at others, which any great journey and experience should be. I know for myself and for the staff, we're feeling like we're as ready and prepared as we can be for tomorrow in the championship game, and I'm hoping that our girls feel as confident as we do going into the gold medal round tomorrow.
We've broken every opponent we've come up against in this entire tournament. They've stepped on the field thinking that they know what's coming. They step on the field thinking they have a chance to win. Who are we? USA! Who are we? USA!